Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo August 20th, 2024. While some elements of the day are disorienting, you could discover new ways of getting your message across that are a little non-traditional but very satisfying today. Your attitude about future growth and improvement is evolving as the Sun aligns with retrograde Mercury. You're coming across with a bit of mystery that works in your favor. Further information or an epiphany about a creative or romantic matter can figure strongly. Reviewing old ideas can lead to new methods that can be very important in the coming months. This might also involve new, old opportunities, as someone from your past could reappear or a past issue might wrap up. Consider, however, that today's ideas and discussions can serve as significant turning points, but you don't yet have the whole story. Later today, there can be minor and temporary discouragement. For example, you can feel under the weather if your heart isn't in what you're doing. Delays might temporarily pull you away from the things you enjoy doing. Past mistakes or unfinished business can surface, and handling a duty may be necessary before moving on. Recognize the need to adjust existing projects if it helps you go forward lighter and happier. Prepare for a gorgeous period today. In fact, you'll be experiencing a glorious moment for true love, romance, and fertility. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, will caress the mighty Sun and make love in your solar house in the midst of the retrograde phase. This guarantees a significant breakthrough around matters of the heart for you, which will fill you with euphoria and sweetness. If single, do not waste this energy. Set up a memorable date with a sweetheart, preferably overlooking mountains or nature or dining out beneath the stars. You could soon realize you found the one. Insight may come to you when you least expect it. You may see your financial journey in a new light since Mercury retrograde in Leo will square Uranus in Taurus and conjunct the Sun in Leo. Investing in your professional and financial avenues is not easy. There might be something that you would love to pursue, like a passion project or a creative venture at work. However, you may want to clarify what it will entail before committing to it. Luckily, you could have an unusually direct conversation about the financial aspects of this endeavor. Intensity is not your way, although it might be recommended if you are beginning to feel sick lately. For example, you may want to consider intensifying your consumption of water, something highly recommended at this time. Try making it a habit to drink a couple of glasses of warm water before your morning coffee or tea. To further hydrate and nourish your cells, invest in a juicer and make healthy drinks from fresh fruits and vegetables. Here is a day to relax, dear. After the highly active period these last few days, you probably feel a need to slow down. You will do yourself a lot of good if you opt to relax, and those closest to you will also appreciate the newfound calm. Take advantage of this temporary calm to turn towards your sentimental life. In this domain, your vibrations will rock and caress you. Following a positive influence on Venus in your work sector yesterday, the Moon is concluding its monthly visit to your career sector by forming a favorable aspect with Uranus in your income sector. This occurs at an important time because it not only enhances your professional instincts, imagination, and provides substantial information related to income, work, and career, but also coincides with changes happening across all three areas. Meanwhile, today the Moon transitions into your friendship sector, initiating the build-up to a full moon that will positively impact social interaction, communication, and relationships. It is just as Mercury is spending his first weekend back in your romantic sector after retrograding back in 3 days ago that the Sun has reached his last. Mercury's return has been a reprieve, otherwise when the Sun left last week this would have been the end of all cosmic focus on matters of the heart for the year. But Mercury did retrograde back and in retrograde motion is even holding the doors open to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. If you're someone who tends to keep your emotions close to the chest, today might offer the perfect opportunity to step outside that comfort zone. With the current cosmic alignment, you're being gently nudged to express yourself more openly. We all know how freeing it can be to share what's on our minds, but sometimes it takes a little push from the universe to help us speak up. Have you been holding back on sharing your thoughts or feelings with someone important to you? This could be the moment to open up and let those around you into your inner world. When we express ourselves honestly, we pave the way for deeper connections and stronger relationships. Think about a time when you finally shared something you'd been holding on to, and how that brought you closer to someone. Maybe it was a heartfelt conversation with a friend, or perhaps it was an honest discussion with a family member or partner. Those moments of vulnerability often lead to greater clarity and understanding, and that's the energy you're tapping into today. By letting your guard down, you're not only helping yourself but also inviting others to do the same. Think about a time when you had a realization that changed the way you saw a situation. Maybe it was in a relationship, at work, or even in your personal growth. How did that moment impact you? Did it lead to immediate change, or did you need some time to absorb what you had discovered? If you're feeling that way today, know that it's completely normal to need a little space to process. But here's the thing, sometimes clarity can be challenging. This realization might not be the easiest to accept, especially if it involves seeing things from a new perspective. It's okay to take a step back and give yourself some time to process. Not every revelation requires immediate action. Sometimes, simply sitting with the truth can help you make sense of it and figure out your next steps. In addition to this emotional clarity, your mind is brimming with imaginative ideas. You'll find that you're able to communicate these thoughts clearly and effectively, whether you're brainstorming with colleagues, having those deep talks with loved ones, or simply sharing your dreams with someone who matters. The energy today is ripe for creative exchanges, so don't be afraid to put your ideas out there. Have you ever had one of those conversations where everything just clicked, and you walked away feeling inspired? That could be in store for you today. The support and feedback you receive from those around you might be more valuable than you realize. And let's not forget about the financial vibes in the air today. If you've been eyeing a big purchase or contemplating a significant investment, this could be the perfect time to act. Whether it's something that's been on your wish list for a while or a larger commitment like buying a car or even a home, trust that your instincts are on point. Have you ever made a decision that just felt right in your gut, and later turned out to be a great choice? That's the kind of intuitive guidance you can rely on today. And here's the best part, you're not navigating this alone. The advice and guidance you receive from others are likely to be spot on right now. Maybe a financially savvy friend has some tips for you, or perhaps a family member offers a perspective you hadn't considered. This is a good day to be open to their input because the insights you gain could prove to be invaluable. Balancing your independent streak with your need for connection can be a bit tricky, but it's also an opportunity for growth. Sometimes, we need to lean on others, and other times, we need to trust ourselves to get the job done. Today, allow yourself to explore both sides of that spectrum. Maybe share your thoughts with someone you trust, or take a moment to reflect on your own. Either way, finding harmony between these two drives will ultimately leave you feeling more fulfilled.